In today's episode, we're exploring an abandoned SS bread factory on the outskirts of Berlin, which initially served for the Nazi regime. For 30 years, this near-forgotten piece of history has been abandoned. It took 2 years, from 1939 to 1941, to build the bread factory. Around 80 prisoners from the nearby Sachsenhausen concentration camp were forced to cut down the trees surrounding the area by using the most basic of tools. After construction was complete, the prisoners began their forced labor. They were commanded to bake 10,000 loaves of bread a day, but production was eventually increased to 40,000 loaves a day. This bread was initially used to feed their fellow victims at the nearby camp, as well as SS units around Berlin. From 1944, however, bread was also delivered to other concentration camps. After the war, the Red Army took over the factory to feed the sick and weak survivors of the liberated concentration camp.
This is where the concentration camp prisoners baked 10,000 loaves of bread a day.
Yeah.
Crazy to think about. Oh yeah. The ovens.
Industrial oven.
Yeah. It's the elevator. You see the buttons are still there.
Oh, yeah.
Should we maybe cover the ground level first?
Sure. Oh, dude. The floor here is really sketchy. It's broken down some places, and I just walked onto a place that was quite, wobbly. I felt it move under my feet, so watch out.
working in many of the rooms. So.
Yeah.
Watch out. The roof. Footsteps?
Magic done. Someone else is. You have to be careful. Also because, we're on the roof of the place below and the ground was collapsing in multiple places. So
Yeah. Also because there are people that usually close by.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just a factory or...
I'm not sure.
In any case, we should hide them and...
Yeah, they're not supposed to be here.
It's wooden stairs, so looks like they can break it in any second if you step on them.
Yeah. They seem kind of sturdy. I'll just...
It's just there's no nothing to stabilize them beneath. Like there are no poles or anything,
You're right.
It's just this, I guess, straight block.
Yeah. You're right. Let's not.
Yeah. Look at the people who scrape the feet out on those ledges.
It's a dangerous game.
Yes, it really is.
It's a shame it's just a shell now. It will, all this history and it's just been stripped completely of all the important parts.
But still,
Yeah, it's a pretty cool place.
We worked 10 hours a day, if I remember correctly. We slept on straw bags. It was a jute sack filled with straw. I guess that's common, under certain circumstances, many people sleep that way. And we worked 10 hours a day on a field that was approximately, I would say, a square kilometer, somewhere around that area. One area of this field was quite high, the other area was quite low. The area had to be leveled. And what was done was they had tracks running from one end to the other. On those tracks were mining cars. Now in this country, a mining car is square. Over there, a mining car is a triangular shape. Steel mining cars, and each train had about 10 of these mining cars on it. On each one of those mining cars, a stone trooper was standing with a whip. And we had to run from one end of this field to the other, shovel the mining cart full of dirt, and returned to empty it out on the lower end. If anyone would have told me at that time that I can run 40 kilometers a day, I said, you're crazy. But I did. Day after day after day.
Pretty cool place.
Yeah. It's honestly really interesting.
One of the coolest we've been to.
Might be the second coolest,
Yeah.
actually.
Cool.
Just because of how, like, it's very evil, the
Yeah,
history.
Imprisoned to bake bread.
It's one of the most evil abandoned places you can find, probably, because of all the things that went on here.
Yeah.
But there are a few more abandoned buildings to check out.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Any guesses as to what this is?
Not quite sure, but this out here looks like it's some part of a mechanic shop. With the hole in the ground for the cars to drive over.
Yeah, that's true.
Not sure about this though. You just watching a bit of TV?
Yep. I just want to check out what this is, like how old it is. It's from the early 70s, I think.
Oh, cool. Makes sense. Well, not at all. I don't know why it's here.
It doesn't really make sense.
The forest surrounding us is called Toteneck because prisoners who attempted to escape through here were shot. The name presumably refers to the prisoners being shot in the neck or back.
You hear that too?
That's pretty loud.
Yeah.
So many noises. Let's go in here. Honestly, I think we covered almost all of the important buildings
Yeah.
and rooms, so maybe before we take too many risks, we just get the hell out
Yeah,
of
we've heard quite a lot of weird sounds.
here. Yeah, like loud noises all the time, so... And there's a factory right beside here, so...
Yeah, an active factory, not just
It's an
an
active,
abandoned one.
So, let's try and see if there's a way out from here.
Yeah, that's...
The forest is a good cover.
From 1948 and until its closure in 1991, it continued production as a normal bakery. But no repurposement will ever erase the dark imprint left behind by the Nazi regime.